Okay guys, this is a new tutorial where I explain how to create your own MD5 method in the Java programming language. This may be useful for you to know how to combine the characters and integers and use your numbers of integers and give it a value of the ASCII code, and the system will transform that integers in your characters of that table in the ASCII code values. Okay, let's begin with your static method of the type string MD5 that has an iterable and return your output is like a string. Okay, these random values, as I said before, as the 128 maximum value and the minimum volume is the 40. And your ASCII code begins with 140 and finishes in 128. And then let's create your integer number of arrays of a chain of integers, and then your chain of characters that possess 130 elements. And then let's create a number iterable. Well, number of 32 digits equals to randomized value of integers that begins with the maximum value minus the minimum value plus 1. You must remember a lot of that formula, because this formula is gonna be used in a lot of methods and classes. It's very useful, because if you do not do this very well, the system will print the most of spaces, empty spaces. With this formula, the system will print the most of not repeated elements but in a randomized way. And then let's create a character that begins with I, and then the number of these I elements. The system need a cast for that, to transform this number of iterable numbers in the characters of that iterable numbers. Return, well, that return is below, but the string is of the value of characters transformed and your characters. As you can see that value of has all the data types that transform the string value of integer, boolean, and characters, and all types of numbers. Okay, let's create our static void return. This return is empty because we just need to print iterating over the 32 characters. Integer it begins in 0 and finishes in the 32. That is the same as beginning from 1 to 32 or 0 to 33 to 31. And then let's print our method md5 right here with I or 32 digits. And now with this static, you do not need to create the object of this class. It goes directly without creating your class. Okay, and then we have these 32 digits in a randomized manner. As you can see, almost not uses empty spaces and do not uses repeated digits. Almost every digit is different from the previous digit. Instead of that minimum, if we introduce 1, as you can see, repeat a lot of spaces. That is very important for you to remember this formula, so as to these characters, the system out these characters in a beautiful way with this uppercase number and this braces, some space, and all minor than, greater than, and so on. That is now, by now, with this exercise of creating your own MD5 of 32 characters, elements, or digits, as you want to call it, is the same. Okay, let's see you in the next lesson with the Java programming language.